Level 2. The Squad Filler. Every successful team needs them. The players who won't make headlines but will give you exactly what you expect, week after week. Level 2 is the backbone of mid-table football. Reliable professionals who understand their limitations and maximize their contributions within them. James Milner, in his later years, perfectly embodies this level. By the time he reached his mid-30s at Liverpool, Milner wasn't starting or scoring decisive goals. But Jurgen Klopp kept him around for years because his tactical discipline was impeccable. He could slot into left-back, central midfield, or even right wing, and deliver a 6.5 out of 10 performance. Never spectacular, never a liability. That consistency has enormous value. Fred at Manchester United represents a different kind of Level 2 player, one who probably arrived expecting to reach Level 4 or higher. United paid around £52 million for the Brazilian in 2018. He had the technical ability and the pedigree, but something never clicked at Old Trafford. He wasn't bad. He made over 200 appearances across all competitions, but he never became the midfield anchor United needed. His market value steadily declined. His performances were functional, not transformative. What separates Level 2 from Level 1 is durability. These players stick around for 5, 6, even 10 seasons. They understand how to preserve their careers with the limitations they have, managing training loads, adapting their games as athleticism fades, accepting reduced roles gracefully. Craig Dawson spent his prime years bouncing between West Ham, Watford, and Wolves, always contributing, never standing out. Neal Maupay has played for Brighton, Everton, and Brentford with remarkably similar output everywhere. 8 to 12 goals per season, useful link-up play, and a knack for winding up opposition defenders. His market value sits in the £10 to £15 million range, and that's exactly where it should be. Eric Lamela. Moments of magic, but never consistently elite. Ben Davies at Tottenham. Reliable deputy, never first choice. Lucas Digne. Solid investment. Solid returns, nothing more. Level 2 players fill squads across the league. They're the reason promoted clubs survive and why big clubs rotate successfully in cup competitions. Underrated by fans, valued by managers, essential to football's ecosystem. Level 3. The Premier League starter. Now we reach the players who genuinely belong. Level 3 footballers don't just survive in the Premier League, they anchor teams. They're the kind of player who'd start comfortably for 12 to 14 clubs in the division. Not world beaters, not luxury signings, just reliable, week in, week out contributors who deliver 7 out of 10 performances with remarkable consistency. Pascal Gross spent years at Brighton doing exactly this. A German midfielder who arrived in 2017 for around £3 million and quietly became one of the league's most underrated creators. His assist numbers rivaled players at much bigger clubs. His set-piece delivery was exceptional. He understood Brighton's tactical system completely and executed it without ego. Joe Linton at Newcastle represents one of football's most remarkable transformations. He arrived in 2019 as a £40 million striker and looked completely lost, scoring just 6 Premier League goals across 2 seasons. The transfer looked like a disaster. Then Eddie Howe converted him into a box-to-box midfielder, and suddenly everything clicked. His physical intensity, work rate, and ball-carrying ability made him one of Newcastle's most important players. He went from mocked flop to fan favourite by accepting a role nobody expected and maximising every attribute within it. Seamus Coleman has spent 15 years at Everton captaining them through turbulent periods with quiet professionalism. His pace has faded, but his positioning and leadership haven't. Longevity built on understanding exactly what he can and can't do. The fascinating thing about Level 3 is that advancement is possible but not guaranteed. Nicky Butt won 6 Premier League titles at Manchester United without ever being considered world-class. That's not an insult. It's the definition of Level 3 excellence. He played 270 times for United across a decade, filling whatever midfield role Sir Alex Ferguson needed that week. When Roy Keane or Paul Scholes were injured or rested, Butt stepped in and delivered functional, disciplined performances. Ferguson trusted him in Champions League knockout matches, and that trust was never misplaced. The purest expression of Level 3 professionalism. Level 3 players are the ones coaches trust most. They're not match winners, but they're rarely match losers either. They train professionally. They don't cause dressing room problems. They perform their tactical duties precisely. For fans, they're often invisible. You notice when they're absent more than when they're present. And that, strangely, is the highest compliment you can pay them.